Hi everyone, I'm Zane Carney and I'm here to talk to you about my brand new Zane Carney signature model Hofner Jazzica. Most of you guys know about me probably through John Mayer. You might know about me through Carney. You might know about me through Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark. You might even know about me from the Carson Daly House Band. Or maybe you just started following me on Instagram because I've been writing with Avril Lavigne and all that stuff. I'm not quite sure how you know about me. But if you're a guitar nerd, this next portion is for you. I'm going to talk through all the details of this guitar and why I love it so much. So most of you guys are familiar with sort of a traditional signature guitar where someone takes a model that's already been created, they throw some pickups in, maybe change the radius to the neck, something like that, make it their own and then put their name on it. But this guitar is really, really special and unique and different. So the Hofner Zane Carney signature model Jazzica actually came to be in 2004. This is 12 years ago. I was 18 years old and Hofner had given me an endorsement as one of their first young jazz guitar players. They gave me a Hofner New President, which is a really great guitar. That's a throwback to their old President guitar. They gave me one of those, and as I was walking out of the factory, I saw this Jazzica hanging on the wall. And I said, what is that guitar? They said, oh, we only made 50 of these. It's a really rare guitar that we're just producing for fun. Bobby Broom uses one. They're nice, they're cool. I said, can I try that? So I tried it, blown away. And I knew that they had just given me a New President, so I didn't want to be sort of gross about it. So I said, can I buy that one from you guys? Yeah, you can buy one, sure. You can keep the President, buy the Jazzica. So I came back a week later, and I'm not a huge gearhead normally, but I woke up that morning like a kid on Christmas, and I was so excited to go pick up this guitar. Bought it, and within about a month or two, I had this crazy idea. I thought instead of sort of taking away the mid-range of the guitar, it's like a gypsy guitar almost. Instead of taking that away, which most luthiers will do, they'll take a pickup, cut the mid-range, cut the top end. I thought, what if we accentuated it? So I called John Buscarino and said, I heard you have a pickup that really accentuates the mid-range. Can I try that? He said, sure, yeah. Most people don't actually like it because it's not very jazzy. I said, great, that's what I want it. I want a guitar that's very unique and special. So I threw in this Buscarino pickup, and immediately I had this sort of low-end, rich mid-range. Really changed the guitar for the best. So once I installed this Buscarino pickup, the guitar for me became kind of genreless. I could play kind of like rock and rolls or like old rock and roll. I could play kind of like country folk stuff. I could play gypsy jazz. Now obviously you're hearing this acoustically. What I wanted to do was bring that out. That's why we put this Buscarino pickup in. Pretty much all of the woods on here that are black, these are all ebony. So the tuner heads are ebony, the fingerboard's ebony, this pick guard, which was sort of masterfully tapered by Eric Chaz, so you can fit your sort of hybrid picking style stuff underneath the pick guard. Some jazz guys don't care about that and they have their pick guard real high. I need to hybrid pick. It's really important for me. So this is all ebony. It kind of balances out this spruce top. You know, you got the European AAA grade spruce top hand carved. You have the flamed maple back and sides, and you have a maple neck. So a lot of really great wood went into this. This is all European wood, which as you guys probably know if you're sort of gear nerds, the European wood has tighter grain, partially because of the climate, partially because of the age of the wood. So this is really, really nice wood. Now I also want to talk about the body in this sense. Check this out. See that angle there? So this is actually going from about 4 inches deep here to about 2.5 inches deep here. This is a conical body. It's really incredible for feedback because the diagonal angle sort of stops the feedback from gathering too much in the guitar, but also it makes it really, really ergonomic. So my hand kind of rests around 3 inches on the guitar, and then my body can get closer to the fretboard and the neck. And also the neck, you'll notice, kind of curves back, right? So the headstock kind of points back. So this guitar was designed to be really lightweight, really ergonomic, and easy to play. I know that I have a lot of friends in LA who maybe have had back problems, or maybe they're shorter, or maybe they just don't want a heavy guitar. This guitar is so light. You can lift it up with like one hand. So here's a real trick of the guitar. These are ebony S-holes. You'll notice these are not F-holes, these are S-holes, which make it easier to put in these plugs without them getting caught. So you can plug up your guitar. So instead of having to call some dude to make you a balloon to put inside, which I know a lot of you guys do if you have arch tops, or to put some sort of foam plug, nope. These come with the guitar, they're ebony, they're amazing. These cut the feedback out like crazy. You'll even notice acoustically how it sounds different. Sometimes when I'm writing at home, I want to have the balance sort of in body of the guitar, so I'll keep this S-hole plug out, and I'll keep this one in to sort of reduce the volume. So you sort of get that low end. Doesn't cut out all the low end, the volume's quieter. What does it mean when you don't have a dream? So I'll write using this guitar, sort of half in, half out. It's really fun. So let's talk about the headstock. Hofner is one of 2 or 3 guitar companies in the world that's had the same ownership their entire lifespan. And this head plate right here is actually a vintage Hofner head plate. So they did it to mimic sort of the old guitars they made, you know, some 100, 120 years ago. And it's really beautiful. These knobs up here, these machine heads are ebony, and most of the guitar is ebony. So every headstock also looks a little different because the guitar is handmade, obviously, in Germany. So you'll notice the wood grain's different on this one than it is maybe on the 3 ones back there. I like that. This is serial number 263, I think, but every serial number is going to have its own little wood grain, which I think is a special part of this guitar. And as you'll notice right here, my signature is there, which is pretty crazy. So the truss rod cover has my signature on it, hence the Zane Carney signature model Jazzica. All right, so on the neck, obviously this is all mother of pearl down here, and we have these jumbo frets, which are hand slotted. Obviously it's like a nickel silver thing normally. I'm not quite sure the exact ratio of nickel to silver on these, but they feel so great, and they're not as curved as most guitars, so you get more fret room. So if you're like someone who maybe bends off the fret sometimes, you'll have less of a chance of bending off of the fretboard on this guitar. It also makes it feel kind of nice when you're going up and down. You can kind of gauge what fret you're on a little bit better. I happen to love these frets. I prefer them over the really curved, smooth frets. That's just my taste and my preference. So the back of the neck has this cool worn away thing going on. It makes it a little less sticky, obviously, so you can slide up and down the neck. I've taken most of my important guitars and I've had the neck sanded down like this. This guitar comes like this, obviously. Every single one comes like this. But I do this to myself on other guitars because I don't like my hands getting stuck. Being nimble and agile is a big part of my playing style and maybe a part of your playing style. And if it is, I think you'll appreciate this. You're not going to get stuck on the back of the neck. Intonation is a really hard thing to grasp on these floating bridge, floating pickup guitars. So this is a floating bridge. Not only does that give the guitar more of a rich sort of acoustic body and that presence, where it kind of cuts towards you, having the floating pickup gives you sort of a rich vibe. It's a nice balance in this guitar, electrically versus acoustic. But this bridge has a compensated B string. That's really important, obviously. Some of you might wonder why this is so distressed. Well, it's because it's Relic. These are all Relic to mimic the original guitar that I bought from them in 2004 and turned into this sort of Frankenstein beast. I play like a crazy madman, a rock and roll player, right? I don't just play straight up jazz. I do love jazz, but I play a lot of different styles, so this has happened quite a bit. This is from me just picking way too hard. The back of the body also has tons of scratches because I wear suspenders almost every single day of my life, and it's scratched up the back of the guitar. I asked them if they'd be willing to Relic. This takes a lot more time and costs more money for them, but they were willing to do it. If you want to buy the guitar that's identical to the one that I've sort of fashioned over the years, buying one of these is going to get you that. If you were at a store and you were wondering, is this the Zane Carney model or is this like an old one that someone sold back? An easy way to do it is just pull off these S-hole plugs and you'll see my name in there. You can also just look at the Buscarino pickup. That's dead giveaway that it's my signature model. So if you're looking to buy a Hofner Zane Carney signature model Jazzica, it's really simple. Just go to zanecarney.com. You can also find a dealer in your area. Maybe one of your local music stores will have one. They are handmade in Germany. They are kind of rare, so you might want to just go to zanecarney.com to pick one up. And we'll ship it to you in this flight case. This thing is so awesome. The inside's really, really nice, and it comes with a certificate, obviously, of authenticity, all that stuff. But it also comes with a built-in humidifier and a little gauge right here so you can know if it's humidified. Obviously, with handmade archtop guitars, you want to humidify and keep the guitar really, really fresh. And that'll age the wood even better, too. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to me talk about all this stuff, and I'll leave you with a little piece, maybe.